Yeah, so hi, my name is Prerak Sharma. I have a whiteboard and a marker with me. Why do I have it for? So I make videos for 20 minutes, for 10 minutes daily. I speak about different things that I learn and that I wish to tell you all. The whole purpose of these videos is to improve my communication skills, improve my gestures, improve my confidence, so that after 2 years coming out of this college, I have more expertise over the language, more expertise over my tonality while speaking, more expertise over the accent of English. So, seeing the situation that I'm having in life, I would like to begin with a quote of Bhagavad Gita, and actually, it is a nice one. So, text 7, page number 215, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyutthanam-adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharat, and a predominant rise in irreligion, at that time I descend myself. The word Srijami is significant herein. Srijami cannot be used in the sense of creation because, according to the previous verse, there is no creation of the Lord's form or body, since all the forms are eternally existent. Therefore, Srijami means that the Lord manifests himself as he is. Although the Lord appears on schedule, namely at the end of the Dwapar Yuga of the 28th millennium of the 8th Manu, in one day of Brahma, still he has no obligation to adhere to such rules and regulations because he is completely free to act in many ways at his will. He therefore irreligiosity appears by his own will, and whenever there is a predominance of irreligiosity and a disappearance of true religion, principles of religion are laid down in the Vedas, and any discrepancy in the matter of properly executing the rules of the Vedas makes one irreligious. In the Bhagavatam, it is stated that such principles are the laws of the Lord. Only the Lord can manufacture a system of religion. The Vedas are also accepted as originally spoken by the Lord himself to Brahma from within his heart. Therefore, the principles of dharma or religion are the direct orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. These principles are clearly indicated throughout the Bhagavad Gita. The purpose of the Vedas is to establish such principles under the order of the Supreme Lord, and the Lord directly orders at the end of the Gita that the highest principle of religion is to surrender unto him only and nothing more. The Vedic principles push one towards complete surrender unto him, and whenever such principles are disturbed by the demonic, the Lord appears. From the Bhagavatam, we understand that Lord Buddha is the incarnation of Krishna who appeared when materialism was rampant and materialists were using the pretext of the authority of the Vedas. Although there are certain restrictive rules and regulations regarding animal sacrifice for particular purposes in the Vedas, people of demonic tendency still look to animal sacrifice without reference to the Vedic purposes. Lord Buddha appeared to stop this nonsense and to establish the Vedic principles of non-violence. Therefore, each and every avatar or incarnation of the Lord has a particular mission, and they are all described in the revealed scriptures. No one should be accepted as an avatar unless he is referred to by scriptures. It is not a fact that Lord appears only on Indian soil. He can advent himself anywhere and everywhere and whenever he desires to appear. In each and every incarnation, he speaks as much about religion as can be understood by the particular people under their particular circumstances. But the mission is the same, to lead people to God, consciousness, and obedience to the principles of religion. Sometimes he descends personally, and sometimes he sends his bona fide representative in the form of his son or servant, or himself in some disguised form. The principles of the Bhagavad Gita were spoken to Arjuna, and for that matter, to other highly elevated persons, because he was highly advanced compared to ordinary persons in other parts of the world. 2 plus 2 equals 4 is a mathematical principle that is true both in the beginner's arithmetic class and in the advanced arithmetic class as well. Still, there is a higher and lower mathematics. In all incarnations of the Lord, therefore, the same principles are taught, but they appear to be higher and lower in varied circumstances. The higher principles of religion begin with the acceptance of the 4 orders and the 4 statuses of social life, as will be explained later. The whole purpose of the mission of incarnation is to arouse Krishna consciousness everywhere. Such consciousness is manifest and non-manifest only under different circumstances. So this was text 7. I read one verse from Bhagavad Gita today, and it was, I believe, the main one. And what did I learn from it? But Krishna does not have any rules for him. He can appear anywhere and anytime, whenever he feels like appearing. And it's his will, wherever he wants to come and whenever he wants to come. What insights do I have for today? When a person is at a position of authority, emotion should not come his way. Emotions are not a tool to be played with. When you are at a position of authority, when you have some sort of control over people. Although being authoritative and actually undermining someone, these are two different things. Even another person can speak in a better way, in a more concerning way, and not let their biases come into the picture. But yeah, life is like this. You might preach everything about biases, intuition through your mouth, but you might not be aware if these are actually being used in your life or not. That is one case, but nothing is in our hands. The only thing that is in our hands is our mental state. That is also dependent on the sense objects around us, but to an extent, the mental state is in our control. If I want to feel sad, I can feel sad right now. If I want to be happy, I can make myself happy. And it's not even about sadness and happiness, it's about being neutral. Neutrality is preached in every religion, not being too happy during an occasion of happiness, and neither being too sad during an occasion of sadness. This is the whole gist of every religion that we have around us. And one more thing that I read somewhere, or that I got to know recently, was a thing known as technical English. What could technical English be? So there is an English that we all Indians speak. We know what the words in English language means. We know how to speak the same words to other person to make them explain it better. But we are not able to express ourselves in a way that sounds authoritative in the language of English. We lack the technicalities in English. And the day a person gets these technicalities in his vocabulary, he will automatically become authoritative and people will have to listen to him. That is the case of technical English. And any person who is at an authoritative level representing a nation has this quality. The live example that we have in front of us is Dr. S. Jaishankar, the Foreign Minister of India, Foreign Affairs Minister of India. So Jaishankar, he has that Indian accent in his English, but his English has a technical aspect to it, which makes the vocabulary that he uses, the words that he uses, come out of having more weightage. And that is what we all have to learn. I can speak English like this. I can express myself in a way better than a segment of people, but this English won't take me to the level where I want to be. If I have 1,000 people sitting in front of me, I probably can't continue the conversation with ease. I need to have more words in my English, and how will I have that? I have to practice it. So in the upcoming videos of the challenge that I have taken up for transformation of myself in the upcoming 2 years, I will probably try to simulate some speakers who speak good. I will try to simulate the exact video that they make, the exact method or framework, the words that they use, and I also learn technical English in the meanwhile, because you need to have this sort of vocabulary to influence people, because in the end talking is all about influencing people. Leadership is all about influencing people. Masters in business administration, being a manager is all about influencing people. I can just hold this conversation for just a little bit of time. For a longer conversation, I need to have more words in my vocabulary. For a simultaneous instant conversation, I need to have more hold of the language. And I will obviously get it, because the only thing that helps you achieve anything are the discipline and consistency that you have. You only have two best friends, your discipline and consistency. If with discipline and consistency on a daily basis I get to improve my technical English, after 2 years you all will witness the change in my English that I will be having at that time. These daily videos are like practice reps for me. I'm doing that diligently no matter what the case. I can obviously make a 10-minute video. It is not that difficult. So this was it for today. We discussed three things mainly. We discussed about technical English. We discussed the 7th text of Bhagavad Gita. We discussed a little bit of mental ability and what is in our control, just our mind. Neutrality is the gist. So if we can keep all these things in mind, even your life can improve to an extent for sure. Try implementing these in your life. These videos will be coming on a daily basis. I add value to my videos, so I'm not hoping, obviously you will like it. Drop a like. If you have any insights, questions or anything that you feel like saying, the link in the comment section is right below. Feel free to tell me anything that you like. I am also available on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. So if you feel like you want to personally DM me, find my IDs, or if not, I'll probably attach them in my description below, but I don't get the time. So search me anywhere, you'll probably find me and get in touch with me. So this was it for today. I hope you like this video. I'm not hoping you will like this video. Signing off, Prerak Sharma, IIT Mandi, MBA Data Science and AI.